Well, the biggest one for me is obviously time. I get my time back to work on the business rather than in the business. The next one would be the fact that I get to work with two amazing VAs that bring a multitude of diverse opportunities and solutions to the team that we would never think of. The sense of knowing that we're okay because I've got the VAs looking after things. So my name is John Kirby and I'm the Managing Director of Giidjaa Industries, which is an Indigenous mechanical and electrical based company, primarily working in the tunnels across Sydney at the moment. The initial trigger that prompted me to seek a virtual assistant was the growing workload and the need for additional support to manage various tasks efficiently. As our business expanded, we realised that delegating certain responsibilities to capable VAs would enable us to focus on more strategic aspects of the business. So working above the line rather than below the line, getting rid of all those little mundane tasks so we can work on the business rather than in the business. Maybe the biggest challenges that we sort of faced was the fact that we didn't have that foundation of processes and procedures in the background that being with TradyVA has enabled us to put together. So now we're in the process of filling in the gaps and the holes and making sure that we've got a really good solid foundation before we start scaling and moving forward. So I think that was one of the biggest challenges for us. So professionally, it's alleviated the burden of administrative tasks and allowed me to concentrate on the core business activities that required, my expertise. Biggest one for me was obviously time. I get my time back to work on the business rather than in the business. The next one would be the fact that I get to work with two amazing VAs that bring, a multitude of diverse opportunities and solutions to the team that we would never think of. And, especially the VAs that I've got in my team, they bring different skill sets and we're able to use that to provide solutions. We now are pretty much at 95% automated payroll because of the solutions VAs have come up with. So I think for me, those are the three biggest wins. I get to have that sense of knowing that we're okay because I've got the VAs looking after things. So I get to have that time back with my fiance and get to be with my family. And not only that, it's freed us up to generate extra pipeline of work. Now that the VAs are on, our day-to-day is completely structured. I like to work in, logical form, I need to know what's happening and when. The best part about it, having a VA, is that we've got, people responsible for daily huddles. We've got that structure and the daily definites that we've introduced into our team. It's a massive change for us and we come in every day, we've got a routine. So then whenever we're given curly whirlies, it doesn't matter because the daily definites get done regardless of whether any curly whirlies come in. TradyVA and the VAs bring that structure to the business that we do on a daily basis. More VAs, eventually, when we can afford it. The more the merrier, the more the merrier. And like I said before, it's the diversity that brings to the team, and everyone's got different ideas and different solutions and different backgrounds, and that's what we strive and work towards at Giidjaa, is that we're all a family and we all bring different things to the table. Hurry up and fall off the fence onto the TradieVA side because they're missing out. No fence sitters around here. You either you need to fall into place. The VA's level of understanding, they know, you guys know when both Nathan and I are under the pump, and I guess you guys can sense that. And we'll get nice little messages like, how can I make your life easier today? Is there something I can do to take that off your plate? And you guys do that almost daily. And I'm like, oh, maybe the VAs can do this. What am I, these guys are capable of doing this. I'm going to give it to these guys. I'd say, yeah, that one's a massive one. Patrick's singing throughout the day, not realising the camera's on, is always funny. And I think Dubai can always attest to that. Keep up the great work. You guys are a part of our team.